nothing screams white supremacist patriarchy like the 16th century Renaissance masterpiece, The Creation of Adam, by sculptor, painter and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Michelangelo. American academic Robin DiAngelo, no relation, has said, "The single image I use to capture the concept of white supremacy is Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel God creating man. You know, where God is in a cloud and there's all these angels and he's reaching out and he's touching. I don't know who that is, David or something, and God is white and David's white and the angels are white. That is the perfect convergence of white supremacy, patriarchy, right?" Now, Nicholas, you're Italian, so I'll start with you.
Yeah, where do I start? I mean, this is my favorite story. It's not a new talking point of the woke. They keep saying that classical art generally is a symbol and manifestation of white supremacy.
Yeah.
And this might be the only time that they're actually right. Because when you look at it, in the white world, we've got the Colosseum, we've got the Roman Imperial Forum, and we've got the Sistine Chapel and all that. And other civilizations have the wooden masks and the mud huts, and we have got the opera, they've got didgeridoo and vuvuzelas. So, I mean, I can't find fault with the grievance. When you go to the opera, you know, I've gone to the opera. I've seen Korean composers or Japanese conductors who come all the way to Europe to learn. I've never seen a Japanese or Korean to go to Australia to learn didgeridoo. And the woke left waited for a while for the rest of the world to catch up in terms of the art. When it didn't happen, they invented conceptual art. They went to Jackson Pollock and said, "Oh, do you mind?"
And they sellotaped a banana to the wall.
And Marina Abramovich putting a post-it for every lover she's had in that tent. You know, just me and you can do that. Every silly BBC boss I've had a reprimand from.
Don't have enough post-its for me, sorry. I'd have to get one of those multi-pack ones with the different colours.
At the end of the day, what was Michelangelo supposed to do? In a predominantly white country, drawing God, Adam, and angels. Even in, for example, if you look at the Middle East, or I'm sure many other cultures where people are not necessarily white or very pale, white represents purity. If you look at their proverbs, you have that. You know, you say we want to get out of the darkness. It's a dark chapter in our... This is ingrained with our culture and with our understanding of the world around us, with our...
I'm not sure it goes as deeply as that. I think you touched on it just in the fact that, you know, it's 1512 that this painting was done. It took 4 years. I mean, and it was done in Italy, which would have been, you know, a predominantly Italian, ethnically Italian country in 1512. It wasn't the United Colours of Benetton back then.
We cannot judge people. He was perfectly right, as we just established. But you cannot judge people by our modern moral compass. Never mind, our moral compass is quite perverse nowadays. But if you hear some other opinions, Michelangelo, for example, he didn't believe in body positivity. If you look at all his statues, he believed that fat women are not beach body ready. I mean, I'm sure...
Not like Rubin. Rubin was incredibly body positive.
Yeah, but who would you pick? You know, Leonardo da Vinci, he believed that not every woman has to be believed. He believed that sometimes women are capable of lying.
Well, if only they'd had Twitter back then, we could have cancelled Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, we should cancel him. To me, it looks like a little gay bar of like an old gay going, ooey, and him going, a bit old for me.
There's a little spark. Yeah, walking across a nylon carpet.
Yeah, exactly. I think we were reading too much into things in the past.
Yeah. And do you think Robin DiAngelo is reading too much into this by saying, you know, this is the perfect representation of white supremacy? Because I just feel like people are scratching around to find... The supply of racism isn't keeping up with the demand, so they're having to scrabble around to find things that aren't racist and call them racist.
She's got a great name, Robin DiAngelo. She should be a singer.
Yeah.
Sounds like Robin DiAngelo, you just won 2 Grammys. Yay!
Well, hopefully her singing will be better than her politics. She is white, by the way, Jonathan. She's another one of these white people who goes around accusing other white people of racism and you know, thus creating more racial divisiveness in the world.
Fair enough. Well, I think the reason why she really doesn't like that painting is because within the painting you actually see God in his chariot. It's actually it's a cross-section of a brain, of a human brain, the shape of it. So the idea is within that picture it's God giving the spark of consciousness to mankind. But because it's half a brain, she actually feels intimidated because she doesn't have that.
Wow. Slam.
Look, it's a half brain, see?
Slam there.
And also, it's not real. It's a painting.
No, it is real. It's more real than real.
That's what God looks like. You see in different religions. Like there's the Black Israelites. Their version of Jesus looks like the guy from Street Fighter. You know, he's a black guy. I think everybody, you know, whatever the ethnicity is of your religion, you sort of make your gods.
I mean, my friend only watches The Chosen because she fancies Jesus. I mean, you can't get more like.
Sacrilege.
Yeah, do you know? Just like, oh, he's really hot. I'm like, that's God.
Oh, that's a good point, though. You never get an ugly Jesus.
Well, exactly. So if people are going to get politically correct about it, then you need to get a really ugly Jesus and then see if you still like
When somebody's so ugly, you actually go, Jesus!
it. Exactly.